A big hello to everyone. How you all are doing? My name is Kanak Rai, and welcome to this webinar where we're going to talk about triple rebound strategy. So, people all over the world, I'm sure you guys are already in the quite in the this weekend mood right now. But let's just try to postpone that for 1 hour maximum. Then, of course, we can go full blasting into the weekend mode. But what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we use this 1 hour in a way that we can say, okay, you know what? I know how to work with triple rebound strategy. And that's what my goal actually is while I'm doing this webinar to make sure that you and we all have this clarification. You know what? Triple rebound, I got this. And that's what I'm going to do for you guys right now. I can see right now my friends have joined already. Hi, Ankit, how are you? Mr. Ramakrishna, welcome here. Abhishek Devnath, hello. Rameshi, welcome. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing your name right. Please let me know about it, how to pronounce it. But if I attempt, Alexander, is that right? Hi, Alexander, how are you doing? Guys, one really important thing I want from you guys is to let me know whether you guys can hear me clearly or not, because that is extremely important for me to move further in this webinar. Okay. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is for the people who are new to the platform, new to the platform's interface, I'm going to do one quick tutorial of what the platform is basically composed of and at what corner, what exactly you're going to find. Okay. So primarily what I do is I divide this entire interface into three sections, the left-hand side, the center side, and the right-hand side. So let's start from the left to right. In that case, whatever trade you will be opening or you have opened, you will find all the details in this section. Like you can see right now, the red one represents the trade with losses. The green one represents the trade with profit. And any trade going on currently at the moment, you will find all the details over this section. This is fixed time, this is forex, okay? Afterwards, the market section, whenever you want to have some additional, let's say, indicators or strategies, you can find all that information over here. Trading conditions, signals, custom strategies, indicator, themes, whatever you need, you can purchase it from here, the marketplace. Okay. Afterwards, there's events. And this is a really important thing to be honest with you guys. Like right now, there's only one event going on, Beginners to Achiever, and it is going on till September 25. So, in case if you have not participated in this one yet, let me tell you guys, it's never too late. You can start doing it right away. Okay. Afterwards, on this left hand side, the last thing, also one of the really important thing is the help section. If you're facing any issue in terms of, let's say, deposit or withdraw or verification, you can connect with the customer support as per your status, whether through an email, through a chat, or through a call. While clicking on this support, ask a question section. Okay, you can do that. So please remember that this will be extremely helpful for you guys in the forthcoming days if you face any issue or if you need any clarification. The other thing is this help center. So whenever you want some additional information regarding trading, okay, what to do, what not to do, and all these things, so you'll find all that information over this place. Then, of course, as you can see with the name, trading tutorials. So you can find all the tutorials to help you to grasp a better understanding of a particular indicator, a particular oscillator, or a particular strategy. And this was all actually. This was all on the left hand side. Now, if you go to the center side, not the center side, the center stage. So the asset which you are observing or viewing right now, you will find the name over there. And if you're working in fixed time trading, you will find the associated rate of return of that particular asset as well. Afterwards, whenever you want to have a signal while trading, you can click on this icon to get it. If you want to change the chart type, you can click on this one to get that. If you want to put or superimpose an indicator or an oscillator or a strategy, you can do that as well over this one. And of course, if you want to observe or just view two different assets at a single time, you can do that with that particular icon. Okay. And this is your graph. This is the graph movement. This is the time frame with the graph is working. This is the USD account I have right now. If you have multi accounts, write me. You can click on this one to switch between your multi accounts without any issue whatsoever. Okay. You can do that. If you want to know about, let's say, deposit or withdraw or transfer or transactions, all these four informations will be available for you in this little blue icon with payments written in the white color. This here represents the status that I currently have with me, which is the expert status, three arrows in a golden yellowish color. This is the profile section. Afterward, this is the place where you will enter the amount that you wish to trade, the duration of the trade, and of course, if you have a risk-free trade, you can use it from here as well. And if you want to do a pending order, you have the possibility or the option of doing that as well. And of course, we all know about this up and down buttons. Okay. So I hope this quick interface tutorial was helpful for you guys. Of course, if you face any issue, any confusion, you can just rewind back to 2 minutes and just watch this entire thing again for a better grasp of how the platform's interface actually works. While I was explaining that, some of my new friends have joined this webinar. Let me just address them as well. I can see right now Bimal has joined. Hi Bimal. Nighthawk, a cool name, man. Yvonne Kurnivan, and I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, which I think I am. I'm really sorry for that. Royal Pandit, my friend, where are you from? I'm from India, sir. Jayesh Sooth ho, paisa double kaise kare? Well, let's just see how we can do that. Lakshya Vlog, hi Lakshya. Shekhar Vlogs, hi Shekhar. So, guys, let's proceed to the main thing where we all have joined today, and that is the triple rebound strategy. So, as I mentioned earlier, whichever strategy, whichever indicator, whichever oscillator you guys want to use, you just need to remember this particular A symbol or compass signal. And if you hover your mouse over it, you will find this technical analysis. Just in case, FYI, if you want to know more about what technical analysis actually mean, go to the Olymp Trade global page. You will find a proper webinar specifically just about technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and that will help you a lot. Okay. Now, coming back to the main point, which is technical analysis over here, I come here and I type here triple rebound. So, in case if someone is not aware, let me clarify a difference between an indicator, oscillator, or a strategy. Strategy is basically a mix of two or more indicators or oscillators, which in this case will be 3 oscillators and 3 RSI oscillators. By clicking on this one, you can enable the strategy and plot it over here. By clicking on this YouTube video, you'll have a quick tutorial on how you can actually use it. But of course, when you are having an entire webinar, let's just focus on that one. Nah? So I click on this enable strategy. Now I have this triple ribbon plotted for me over here. Just in case you face any issue, okay, what is 7, which one is 14, which one is 21, you can click on this one. You have the option to change the color. I will go for, let's say, this one, and I increase the thickness of this one also. Then I went to 21. I change the color to, let's say, this one, and I increase the thickness to the maximum. It doesn't look nice. Let me go for this one. Yeah, done. Now we can see the lowermost over here is RSI 7. The middle one is RSI 14 and the topmost one is RSI 21. Let me tell you one thing about RSI triple rebound strategy. This is one of the most used strategies for me personally because I love this strategy. Why I love this strategy? Because other strategies have a great facility where you find the signal, but not many strategies offer the facility where you can segregate the signal. It means, okay, I got a signal, that's done. But is this a good signal, a great signal, or a okay signal? And that facility is available in triple rebound strategy. Let me tell you guys how you can do that. So let me zoom in, let's say at this point. Okay, so we are here. In this location. So here, if you see right now what is happening, the RSI 7 is at it actually crossed 70 point, right? 70 mark. It means it's the overbought condition. So it is a good signal for us. So it means if we open a trade over here, we can have a great profitability in a downward direction because RSI is an oscillator. And what does oscillators do? Oscillators help us to find a great reversal. So if we were this position, I would have opened downward trade, and of course, as you can see, we would have a great profitability. But it is a good signal. Not a great signal, not the best signal, but a good signal. Now we come over here. Where we can go, where we can go, where we can go, where we can go. We can go to this place. Now look over here. If we were somewhere here, you can see eventually the downward trend happening, and this is a really good signal. Why? because here RSI 7 and RSI 14 both have touched or crossed the 70 barrier. So now please pay attention for the next 2 minutes clearly. I'm going to explain you the very fundamental basic of how RSI, how triple rebound actually works. Okay. Let's presume this to be RSI 7 and this to be RSI 14 and this to be RSI 21. Okay. So this is our ball, but our ball actually represents the asset on which you're going to trade. So let's say if the asset moves in the downward direction here and it reverses. Why it reverses? Because we are dealing with RSI. RSI is an oscillator. Oscillators helps us to identify a right reversal where we can open a trade. Let me type it here also to have a better understanding. RSI 7. Okay. And this one is RSI 14. And the last one here is RSI 21. So here the reversal happened. It went here, the reversal can happen here as well. And of course, when it comes here, the reversal can happen here as well. Now, all these three are signals, but if we see a crossing is happening on RSI 21, it means RSI 21 is touched the barrier of 70 or 30. In that case, it is a really good signal. So it means this is a really good signal. But when you see that only RSI 14 and RSI 7 are crossing, in that case, it's a good signal. This one. Good signal. Like right now, we have a good signal. If you see it crossed, RSI 7 over here has crossed the 70 barrier and it has touched it. Not crossed, but it has touched it. So we can definitely open a downward trade. Let's see if we can do it. And when you see that only RSI 7 has crossed, it means it's just a signal to open a trade. Again, guys, one thing I would like to clarify over here, that please make sure that just because you see RSI 21 crossing does not mean that it will be a profitable trade for sure. Because I have told it so many times that in trading, there is no such thing as 100% surety. So please make sure whenever you're trading, you have proper risk management techniques with you. And if you don't have it right now, talk to your managers right away. They will help you with your risk management techniques that will help you to make sure that you maintain profitability by the end of the day. So in case if this diagram, which is not so beautiful, is clear to you, that's wonderful. In case if it is not, nothing to worry about, because we will take trades to see how these things goes for us. Okay. So right now, if you see, I didn't take trade on a really good signal. I just took trade on a signal. Okay, this was a good signal. This was really a good signal. This was just signal, and I took trade on a signal. That's why at the moment I am not having a profitability. But if I would have just waited for a crossing over here, we could maintain a profitability. Let's see how this one goes. In the meantime, what I'm going to do, I'm going to check different assets to provide you more and more demonstration on this one. As I can see right now, my friends are asking me, can you speak Hindi? I definitely can speak Hindi, but at the moment, this webinar is happening in English language. If you want to have a webinar in Hindi language, it happens on Tuesday, it happens on Thursday, and you can join those webinars on Olymp Trade India YouTube channel. So try to follow that one. That will help you a lot, because there we speak in Hindi. But I'm really sorry for this particular moment. We're gonna continue in English language only. Now, coming back to the point again, the trading that we are supposed to do. Let's see some other assets to find out what we can do in that case. Okay. Here, Europe Composite Index. At the moment, I believe we can open a trade. Let's see. Afterwards, I'm on AUD USD. Guys, at the moment, you can see on AUD USD, none of the RSIs are near 70 or near 30. So it means it's a big no. We can't open a trade over here. Again, guys, one thing which I repeat in every single webinar of mine, that please make sure that you know two things whenever you're trading. A, when to take a trade, and B, when not to take a trade, because these two are really, really, really important. Okay. At the moment, as I can see right now, both of my trades are in profitable, but let's see how it ends. We'll see on that one. I go to gold in that case. Let's see if gold works for me. I don't think I can take a trade right now because there's no crossing as such happening at the moment. Okay. So please make sure that you are well aware of when not to take a trade also, because that is equally important for you. See here, the crossing has happened, but if we see the candle is, there's a chance for candle to be in green color. So I'm going to wait for a moment to see if I can open a trade or not. And if you feel you're not that certain to open a trade here, you can stop it. You cannot take a trade, or if you can just lower the amount and then you can take a trade. So it's your call on how you want to approach things on this one. अभी मैं यहाँ पे आता हूँ तो I can see silver right now. Silver has nothing over here for me. So let's wait for some time. Let's see some other assets if I can find anything over there. Afterwards, there's a great chance for us to have a trade over here. But again, if we refer this diagram, is this just a signal? Not a good signal, not a really good signal, just a signal. So that's your personal choice whether you want to open a trade in this situation or not. Okay. So please make sure that whenever you're trading, you are aware of the fact of which category of signal you are getting, and please make sure to trade based on that only. Okay. Right now, the crossing has happened. I can open a trade, but I'm waiting for a reversal. So it means I'm waiting for a green candle to form. When a green candle will form, I will definitely open a trade on Astro Index as well. But let's see. Let's see how this one. I think maybe the next candle we can open a trade, but let's see. We have to show some patience before we start taking a trade, and I think we can take a trade now. Let's see how this one goes. Again, on cricket 23 index, no chance for taking a trade at the moment. So guys, please make sure you are aware of when to take a trade, when not to take a trade. Okay. Like if I see right now, at the moment I have profitability maintained. Let's see how it goes because it's about to end. Astro Index will have some time, so I'm hoping it will turn out nice for me. This one is in a critical case because it's just 5 seconds remaining. So let's just hope it goes profitable for me. And it did. That's a wonderful thing. Let's see how the Astro performs. It has still some time. So in the meantime, I'll try to open some other trades. We went to Euro USD. On Euro USD, let me check. Again, there is no chance of taking a trade. Guys, just because I'm having profitability continuously does not mean that I'm taking a trade on every single asset I'm finding. And that's exactly what I want to communicate to you guys as well, that whenever you are trading, please make sure, irrespective of how great your trading experience is or how bad that is, you take every single trade with utmost focus, okay? Because that is equally important. Now, right now, let's see GBP USD, how this one goes for us. On GBP USD over here, we are not able to find any proper signal to open a trade. So let's just wait for some time. We can check some other assets. Again, guys, just to remind you again, if you see there's a possibility, okay, we have a possibility over here, but I'm not too sure. So let me open a small trade. Guys, I was not that certain of this signal, considering you can see it is just a not a very good signal because the RSI 14 and RSI 21 were not crossing. So I didn't want to take that big of a risk here. So what I did, I just took a trade on a very small amount so that even in case if it will not go profitable, I won't be facing any major issues as such. Let's go to Mooch index now. Let's see how the Mooch performs for us. Not a chance over here as well. We go to a currency asset, Australian dollar and Canadian dollar. We can again take a trade, but I'm not that certain. So I'm going to take a trade of a really, really, really small amount of 10 USDT only. Guys, please be wary of the fact that if you're not that sure of the signal, but you still want to take a trade, so you can take a trade, but reduce the amount. not every trade is supposed to be taken of the same amount. Okay, so let's be clear of that fact, and that will definitely help us a lot. Right now, here, if you see, there's a great chance for us to have a good signal, but there is no trend within this area. So again, what signal is there? So what I can do, I'll take a trade of a small amount to see if it works for us or does not work. Again, guys, if it goes in loss, I have nothing to worry about because I have opened a trade for really, really small amount. So that's what I would be recommending you all. Okay, so please make sure you follow that, and that will definitely help you a lot in the upcoming trades. Let me check all the currency assets, and I'll try to take a trade on all of them. Okay, and the trading I'm doing at the moment, Mahajitha is in profitable, but uh, Australian dollar and Canadian dollar is not in profit right. By the way, guys, in case if for some of you this is clear regarding how to approach triple rebound strategy, my request and recommendation would be please tell me, according to you, which are the assets on which we can open a trade, because I will follow your suggestions and I will take trades on that. Okay. So please let me know in the chat box which asset you guys want me to trade on, and I will take trades on that. Right now, there is no movement happening. Let me do one thing. Let's hope for the best and prepare for the rest. On AUD JPY, there's no possibility for me to open a trade, so let's just forget about it and move further. I will go to Euro JPY. There's no chance for us to open a trade, but of course, if we were somewhere here, as you can see right now, this is a picture perfect example of what a really good signal looks like. Over here, if you see, the RSI 7 has crossed 70, RSI 70 has crossed 20, and RSI 21 has just touched 70. So it means it is a chance where we can definitely open a trade, and we should open a trade. So whenever you find any picture like this, please make sure to use that signal and try to open a trade, because that is really important. Dream Gamer, my friend, has recommended me to check Asia Composite Index. So let me just go and see if I can open a trade on that one. Asia Composite Index. I think you are a bit early over here because we have to see none of the RSIs are crossing the 70 or the 30 barrier. But that's okay. At least we have tried and we have attempted, and that's something which I would always appreciate. Thank you so much for the suggestion. But of course, we can look further into it, what to do, what not to do. Okay. Right now, let me see this trade of mine. Okay, this is not going profitable. So again, guys, I'm doubling the amount because my profitability over here is more than 60%. But if that would not be the case, I would never double the amount. And that's exactly what I would recommend you guys also. Okay. Make sure that you're doubling the amount only when if you see the trading, your trading success rate is more than 50%, because that will definitely help you a lot. Afterwards, if we come to some other assets, guys, please, but in the meantime, I really appreciate Dream Gamer for recommending me the asset on which he thinks I should check. If you guys have something in your mind where you want me to check whether we can open a trade or not, please feel free to let me know. I will make sure I check that, and definitely we will try to open a trade on that. Okay. Right now, it is not that great of a signal. It is a good signal. So let me just see if I can open a 10 USD trade on this one. I have opened a 10 USD trade here because I'm not sure of the signal that much. So again, over here, I can definitely open a trade of 10 USD again. Let's see how they perform. Over here, I am not sure. I don't want to put even my 10 USD over here. Asia down, Euro JPY has been recommended to me. Just a second, let me check Euro JPY. EUR JPY. Thank you so much. I think you are absolutely right. We can definitely open a trade over on Euro JPY Dream Game. A wonderful recommendation from you. Thank you so much. Now we come to Asia index. So if I check Asia index right now, can we do something on that? Asia composite index. Unfortunately, at the moment, we can't do a trade on Asia composite considering it's crossing nowhere actually. It's not even touching 30 or 70. So that's why it's not possible. But that's okay. Uh, Samir Khan, my friend, is asking me a question. Why you took a trade on RSI 50 level? Can you clarify which exactly asset you're talking about? Because as I remember, I didn't take any trade on 50 level actually. And in the meantime, let me see. So guys, this is a great example. If you see, I opened trade of 10 USDT, it went in loss. I opened trade of 20 to recover this one, it went in loss again. Then I opened for 40. So 20 plus and 30 has been recovered, and I am in 2 USD profit because of that. And that's how we can recover it. But again, please make sure whenever you want to double the amount to recover the losses, your success is more than 60% at least. If it is not more than 60%, I never do it, and I would recommend the very same thing to you. That's why we have put it over here so that you guys are aware of that. Okay. So if it goes less than 60%, please don't double the amount because that day your decisions are not happening that accurately, and we should save some amount in that case. I got a new recommendation, CAD JPY. Let me check it. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. I think that way the people who are not having that much clarification will get some clarification out of it. Uh, CAD JPY. Okay, absolutely right. I am taking a trade, but I won't be recommending for you guys to take a trade because the success here is 13%. So there's no point. Even if you make a profit, you're making profit 13% only. But of course, as I said, I'm not here for profit. I'm here to demonstrate you how you can start using this strategy. So if you see somewhere less than 80%, 70% success rate, don't go for that one. It's not worth taking the risk. Okay. So YTF, Mingha, great suggestion, great recommendation. But personally, if you see you're putting 10 USDT at risk to get a profit of 1.3 only, which is not worth it. So you can ignore this signal. Samir Kumar Dash is asking RSI 21, RSI 14 years 50 level, but RSI 7 years 30. Then why took a trade? Okay, Samir, let me clarify one point over here. First of all, a wonderful question to ask. If you look over here, I mentioned that if RSI 7 is nearby 30 or 70, you can open a trade. But that is not a great signal, it is a signal. So that's why if you saw or if you recall, I reduced the amount to 10 USDT because of that only, because it was not that good. But of course, if I would see a trading asset with maybe where RSI 14 is crossing, let me see it. But let's see if like this one. If I see over here that RSI 14 has also crossed, RSI 7 has also crossed, it means it's not just a signal, it's a really good signal. Not a really good, good signal only. And definitely I can open a trade. So you can change the amount as per the quality of the signal which you are getting. I hope I was clear with my clarification. If not, please feel free to drop me a text. I'll try to clarify it again for you. Okay? If I see some other here, that's a nice asset to have, and we can definitely open a trade over here. So again, if you see RSI 7 has crossed the 70 barrier, but RSI 70, RSI 14 and 21 has not. So it is just a signal. If you want, you can open a trade. But considering it's not that good of a signal, so I will not increase the amount. I will keep it at 10 only. So that in case if this trade does not go profitable, I won't be suffering any major losses. But considering it's RSI, so we have to wait for the reversal. So we'll see when the red candle forms, and when it forms, we can open a trade. Now go to Asia Composite. Over here, again, a great example. We can definitely open an uptrend trade here. Let's see how this one goes. On silver, if you see, neither RSI 7 nor RSI 14 or RSI 21 are crossing the 30 barrier or the 70 barrier. So there's no point in opening a trade over here. Okay. So we can and we should in fact avoid that. Samir Kumar, he's asking, can you explain triple rebound strategy again? Absolutely, I can do that for you, but I would be recommending every other person as well. Please let me know who else is here who is still not having the clarification on triple rebound strategy, because based on that number, I'll try to explain it again. In the meantime, YTF Ninja has recommended me to check BDIX, which is Basic Dollar Index. Where is BDIX? Oh, wonderful. Such a good signal you have recommended me. Thank you so much for this one. If you see here, RSI 7 has crossed, RSI 14 has touched upon it. So it's a good signal for us to take a trade on. Let's wait for the candle to form, and of course, then we can open a trade to see how it works for us. So Dream Gamer is not clear about how to use it. Mr. Arun Sharma is not clear about how to use it. Okay, not an issue. In that case, let me clarify after taking this trade again. So here, if you see, RSI 7 has crossed the 30 barrier, and RSI 14 has crossed the 30 barrier just, but RSI 21 has not crossed. When we open a trade, can we open a trade? Can we open a trade? I think we can. So, back to the point. Whenever you see the asset movement has crossed the RSI 7, whether in 30 or in 70 direction, not an issue. But the main point is, for example, if this is, let's say, our BDIX only. So BDIX crossed RSI 7, so it means it's a signal, because only and only RSI 7 was crossed. But when you see that BDIX has crossed RSI 7 as well as RSI 14, it means it's a good signal, because RSI 714 together has been crossed. Again, let me clarify one thing. If you ever see that RSI 14 has been crossed, it automatically means that RSI 7 was crossed. Because after crossing RSI 7, only then we can come to a position or a state where RSI 14 will be crossed. Okay? And the similar goes for RSI 21. Because if you see RSI 21 has been crossed, it simply means that 7 and 14 has already been crossed, and that can help you. So in this case, we opened a trade. Okay, it is not profitable at the moment. But let's see how this one goes. Well, it's a closed call. It's quite a closed call. Let me see. Let me see. We still have 40 seconds remaining, so I'm hoping it might cover it up. But of course, if it not, we can double the amount, because my success rate is more than 67%, which is a great thing. Of course, if it will go less than 60%, I will not double the amount, because I am seeing that right now my trades are not being that profitable. Okay, so please make sure to be wary of this fact, because this will really help you a lot. And again, as I explained again about triple rebound, when you see RSI 14 has crossed, it simply means that RSI 7 has already been crossed, so nothing to worry about in that case. And when you see RSI 21 has crossed, it means 14 and 7 has already been crossed. Okay. So let's see if we can open a trade here to recover the loss that I had just now. Again, guys, it has crossed, and if you see right now, RSI 7 is just touching over there. It means it is a chance of us to have a really good signal. So all I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for a green candle to form, and when that green candle will form, I will open a trade in up direction. That's why I'm waiting here. Again, that's why I say patience is really important for you. Because when you have patience, you can definitely manage things pretty well. Over here, the situation is RSI 7 has crossed, RSI 14 has crossed, but we are waiting for the final, the showdown, RSI 21. Ajit Supekar, my friend, is asking, can you give info about Asia Composite related news analysis? I wish I could, but at the moment, this is about triple rebound strategy, and what you are asking is basically fundamental analysis, and which we have already covered actually last week. So if you want, you can check our platform's YouTube channel, where you'll find a webinar associated with fundamental analysis, and that will help you to identify the answer or a solution for your question. Okay. Over here, if you see, it is a signal, because only RSI 7 has crossed. RSI 14, if crosses, it will be a good signal. And if RSI 21 also crosses, it will be a really good signal. But we can see that if RSI 21 crosses, we can confirm one thing, that RSI 14 and RSI 7 would already be done by that. Okay, so make sure to remember that point. That will definitely help you a lot. Let me reduce the amount back to 10 again, considering it's just a signal, not a really good signal. You're most welcome, Ajit ji. Again, guys, I would recommend you or request you guys, if you have any suggestion for me on which particular asset I should take a trade on, please let me know so I can check those assets and we can take a trade on them. So the people who are not having that much of clarification at the moment will have some clarification. Okay. Again, let's see this case in, for example. Right now, if you see over here, we cannot take any trade because of these three RSIs. None of the RSI is crossing near 30 or 70. So that's why I will not be opening any trade on this case. Okay, so please make sure you remember that, because that will help you to avoid unnecessary losses on your account. Okay. I have got a suggestion for BDIX. Let me check BDIX again if I can open a trade on that. We have already opened one actually, but right now we can't open a trade. So let's just forget about it. How it goes, let's see. And we have profitability. So we recovered the losses that we had. Oh my God. All of my three trades are in loss right now, but let's see how this goes. But the great news for me is that I recovered the losses I made in these two cases by making this. Well, it's quite a close call. Let's hope for the best, because one thing will happen, guys. If you trade for 2 minutes, it will be a bit of an issue for you, considering the trading duration is really small. But let's see. And we have profitability right now. For this loss in silver, I have opened a trade right now, and I hope I am able to recover this one. But very in case I'm not able to, I still have recovered this loss from this trade only. So again, the same thing is repeated, that overall we are in profit and nothing to worry about. Did you guys just see or realize how easy it was to trade? We were not stressed, we were not tense, we were not angry, we were not fearful. We were just simply calm and we were enjoying every single trade, whether it was profitable or it was not profitable. And that's exactly what me or my team or our platform's agenda is, to make sure to simplify the trading thing for you. And whenever you are logical in trading, I can guarantee you one thing, trading would be really simplified for you. You will have nothing to worry about. Okay? So please make sure to follow that one, and you can definitely make sure that by the end of the day, you have profitability. But at the moment, guys, my main concern, as I said, is not to achieve profitability, but to make sure I take enough trades to provide you clarification on how you can actually start trading. So let me know if any question is there in your mind about the triple rebound strategy, or any question or any clarification you have about the trade that I've taken so far, because I would love to address all of those questions. Okay. Deepak Havar, my friend, he's saying hi. Hi, Deepak. That's wonderful. I hope you have enjoyed the webinar as of now. And we had a profitable trade here as well. That's wonderful. That's so nice. So let's see the entire situation for us right now. If you see over here, profitable loss. So as you can see right now, I had series of losses as well, but with a proper analysis, we have managed to recover that also. And that's exactly what I tell my people I talk to every single day in trading, that nobody can tell you that, okay, you know what, I never had any losses, because people will have losses in trading, because at the end what you're doing is analysis, and analysis can go wrong, but analysis can go wrong once or twice only. Most of the time it will work for you and you can have a great result by that. Okay. Mr. Arun Sharma is saying congratulations to me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this wishes from your end. I really appreciate that. Samir Kumar Dash, he's saying, can we use this strategy on Forex? Of course you can. Let me show you something. If you click over here, the list of strategies that are available for you, uh, these are the strategy list. So by adjacent to that particular strategy, you can see whether it can be used in forex or in fixed time. So if you go scroll down further, you will see triple rebound somewhere here. Here it is, and it can be used in fixed time and forex both. Like mountain stream, it can only be used in fixed time, not in forex. But all these Safari, Peacock, Jackdaw, Crocodile Dundee, Triple Rebound, Rodeo, Horizon, all of them can be used in both fixed time trading and forex trading. The one thing that you need to be careful about is the time frame and the trading duration. Like right now, my time frame is 1 minute. If I do change this time frame for 1 hour, the situation is entirely different now. And now I can't open a 2 minute trade on this case. So I have to open for at least 4 hours here. So that's why make sure whenever you're trading on Forex, you're changing the time frame from here and not doing trading on 1 minute trading, because that can be really risky for you. Okay. Joyce saying thank you so very much. Now I understand it. Can you use 1 minute? Can you use 1 minute expiration time? Of course, we can do that trading as well. But I generally avoid trading for 1 minute. I trade between 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 4 minutes if my candle time frame is 1 minute. Because ideally, whatever time frame you're taking over here, this duration should be at least 3 times or around 3 times of that particular. So I trade for generally 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes when my candle time frame is 1 minute. Or if I take it 5 minutes, I go 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So yeah. My friend is asking me question. Hi sir, can we use this strategy in combination with Heiken Ashi and at a time frame of M15? Your opinion, please. So if you want to use in Heiken Ashi, you can use it. You can simply go over here and change it. And for doing trading on 15-minute duration, actually you should do something like this over here. You could go 5 minutes and then you can start trading 15-minute duration, because this will be this will be 3 times of what a time frame is right now. So of course you can do that. I think that is not an issue at all. Okay. Samir is asking me, what is sir, what will be the ideal time frame for forex? So I don't have an ideal answer, because you have to understand everything varies as per the market situation. But of course, if I have to give one particular answer, the forex trade generally lasts for more than 4 to 6 to 7 to 8 hours. We expect that. So if you're expecting it to last for 4 hours, you can take a time frame over here for 1 hour. If you think your trade might last for a day, you can go for 4 hours. So actually, the time frame will depend based on that how much you expect your trade will last long, and based on that, you can open the candle and you can execute a trade with the help of this candle. Like right now, we can definitely 4 hours, so we can open a trade, of course, with a much larger trading duration of 10 hours, 12 hours, something like that. And let's see how it goes. But again, that's the thing. I can't do these things on webinar because we have a limitation of time of maximum 50 minutes something. That's why I take trades on shorter duration. Last 3 months I have lost 2 lakh, but right now I understand how to trade. Thank you so much for your valuable information. It's really helpful for us. I really appreciate that, Arunji, that you are able to realize a mistake, because maximum people do not understand it and they think that the other person is at fault. So first of all, for your maturity, for your sensibility, I appreciate you a lot. And I hope the clarification that you have received today will really help you to take trades in the right manner, in the right direction. Because don't be worried by non-profitable trade, because there is not a single trader on the planet who doesn't have experienced non-profitable trades. Okay, but instead of that, what we can do is by the end of the day we can maintain the profitability if we trade wisely. So make sure you do that. YTF Minha, this strategy is quite expensive. Actually, if you have the expert status with you, it is available free of cost, and of course with tons of other benefits also. So I'm presuming you might not be having the expert status right now, but you can go for it, and that will definitely help you a lot in this case. Okay. Guys, if you have any other question for me, please let me know, so that in the remaining 4 minutes I can address all of them for you. Tell me in simple words, I want to learn trading. So the person who wants to learn trading and I want to answer in simple words, I would say use your mind, learn about it. It's like driving a car. You want to drive a car perfectly without any accident whatsoever, take a proper training for that. And when you take a proper training, you will have no issues. You can easily drive the car. In fact, you will start enjoying the driving as well. And that's exactly how trading is like. Take a proper training or training about what to do, what not to do. And if you have the expert status or the advanced status, we can provide you training by ourselves as well. You can join us and you get a personalized training. And that way you will start enjoying trading even. Okay? My friend Mohammed Firdaus is from Bangladesh. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's so good to hear that. I hope Mr. Firdaus is enjoying his trading. Okay. Uh, Santi Saha, what happened in RSI 30 up? Santi, can you please clarify your question for me a bit more? Because unfortunately, I'm not able to understand the question to give you a proper answer. Okay, please do that for me. Sir, आप daily live video रखें. We actually have daily live videos. For example, on Tuesday, we have in Hindi on Olymp Trade India YouTube channel. On Wednesday, we have on Olymp Global. Then Thursday, again on India. Then Friday, again on Global. So actually, almost every single day, we have things we do for all of our traders. CID crime shows which strategy good for 1 minute. So first of all, 1 minute something I would not be recommending traders. Of course, if you want, you can go for it, not an issue. But personally, I believe 1 minute is really small duration to predict or to analyze a trade. So at least go for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, because that will give you ample amount of time and understanding and maturity to open a trade in a right time. चैतन्य सर आप हिंदी बोलो ना और भी आएंगे तो चैतन्य जी if you want a webinar in Hindi you can follow the channel Olymp Trade India because there we discuss the entire strategy in Hindi language but this is as you can see Olymp Trade Global so this is globally for our traders and the common language which we can communicate in is English. I'm really sorry for that. But as you can see right now, the time is almost to an end, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to throw them at me, and I'll make sure to address all of them for you. If not, we can wish you the goodbye and make sure to enjoy your weekend damn hard, so that from the next time we meet again, we have some great stories to share with each other. And of course, make sure to learn proper trading before you start trading heavily. Okay. I am ready to join your classes and people. Thanks to you. That's so wonderful to hear. Thank you so much for your kind words. I really appreciate that. Chaitanya sir, share link please. If you want the link for the YouTube channel of Olymp Trade India, you can simply uh, go on the search icon on YouTube and you can type that, and by that you'll get the access to follow it. Okay. Farhan Ahmed Sheikh, a lot of people say it's Olymp Trade lie that Olymp Trade send us money, doesn't send us money. I'm really sorry to hear that, but there's nothing to worry about because if you face any issue like that, you have the option to have a connect with the customer support and they can address your concern properly to resolve it. Nothing to worry about. Just make sure that you share your concern with the customer support, whether it's for deposit or withdrawal verification. And we have a well equipped and talented team who make sure to address all your concerns pretty Arun Sharma, have a good evening. Good evening to all of you guys. With that note, I'll take your leave. Have an amazing weekend. Have an amazing Friday. And make sure you don't trade with fear, you don't trade with greed, but you trade with patience and intelligence. And that will definitely help you to have a lot of profitable trades.